Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Blessing, and today we will be doing a 30-minute gentle yoga flow. There's not going to be a lot of strengthening poses in this one. This is more of a stretchy, feel-good flow to make you feel good. This would also be a great class to do if you're sore from working out or you just want to relax and move your body in gentle ways. We're going to begin today in a wide-legged child pose. Also in this class, we'll be using yoga blocks, two of them. If you have them, we're going to be using them. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can grab a pillow if you're doing this at home, or something that is in the shape of blocks. We're going to begin in a wide-legged child pose. So bring your knees apart, bring your big toes together, and begin to send your hips back. You can walk your hands straight forward, and you can bring your forehead down to the mat or forehead down to your blocks. And just use this time to breathe. Take a big deep breath in and exhale. I invite you to give yourself permission to rest in this flow. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how your belly and chest expands as you inhale and how they contract when you exhale. If you have your elbows lifted off the mat, you can bring them down to the mat if you want to make this a little bit more gentle. We're going to be staying in these poses for a little bit longer than we would a regular flow class. So just find a sweet spot, a bitter sweet spot where you're feeling a lot of sensation, but you're not feeling too much, where you're still able to breathe. You can slowly lift your head up, come up to tabletop pose on hands and knees. Bringing your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders. A good way to find out if you have the right alignment, I guess, would be to bring your elbows down, and if they're touching your knees, where your palm lands in front of you is where you should be. We're coming to cat-cow. It's a great warm-up for our spine. So inhale, lower your belly and lift your gaze up. Your tailbone is going up as well. And exhale, round your back, chin to chest, pushing the earth away from you. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Keep going at your own pace, following your own natural breath rhythm. Last round together. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Come back to tabletop. We're just going to take some hip circles here. So just begin to send your hips to the back in circles, trying to think about you're trying to draw a circle with your bum. Please go slow and gently. It's a great way to warm up our wrist. And switch the direction of the circle the opposite way. Remember, you're breathing as you're doing this movement. And come back to center. We're keeping our knees where they are and walking our hands to the top of the mat. We're coming into puppy pose. You can bring your forehead down to a block. Or your forehead down to the mat. Whichever of these variation feels good for your body. Option to keep your elbows away from the mat, or you can rest them on the mat as well. Your next inhale, lower all the way down to your belly. We're coming into Sphinx pose. You can bring your elbows kind of in line with your shoulders. Palms on the mat. You can lift your head and chest up and gaze forward. It's a great chest opener. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And just keep breathing. Try not to sink into your shoulders and trying to move your shoulders away from your ears. You can lower all the way down, forehead down to the mat, or you can bring your palms, one palm on top of the other, forehead down. You can bring your feet out to the side, resting in crocodile pose. You can bring your feet back to the mat. Place your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes underneath you and come back up into tabletop pose. From tabletop, just send your right leg back to the back of your mat with your toes tucked underneath you and just move forward and backward. You can send that right leg over to the left side and look over your left shoulder. Great stretch for your right side body. You can bring that right leg to the top of your mat. So step your right leg to the top of your mat, bend into that knee, come into a low lunge. You're trying to keep your knees in line with your ankles. You can also bring your hands down to your block, option to stay here, or you can bring your hands to your thigh. Whatever option feels good for your body. Send your gaze forward. You can straighten that right leg, pressing your palm, the soles of your feet to face forward and your toes pointing in towards you. Coming into half splits. You can place your hands to the blocks. This is a great stretch for your hamstrings, but it can also be an intense one as well. If you want to add some movement, you can point your toes forward and flex your feet back. You can also rotate your feet from side to side. Making sure you're not just leaning back onto your left knee, you're active and pushing forward. Inhale, bend into that knee. Bend into your right knee. Bring your blocks out to the side. And step that right leg back to meet the left. Back into tabletop pose. On hands and knees. You can step your left foot back with your toes curled underneath you. And just rock forward and backward. Cross your left knee over to the right side and send your gaze over your right shoulder to gaze at your left feet. It's a great stretch into the left body, your left side body. Remember to keep breathing here. You can bring your left knee back to center and step that left feet forward to the top of your mat into a low lunge. Option to place your hands on a block in this low lunge or place your hands on your thighs. Bending into that knee. Gaze forward, chest is lifted. Straighten that left leg. Sending the soles of your feet to face forward and your toes curled to face towards you, coming into half splits. You can leave your hands on the blocks. And to stay active on that left leg, thigh, knee. Keep that left leg active. It's a great stretch for our hamstrings, but like I said before, also very intense. So just remember to breathe through it. And bend into that left knee. Bring your blocks out to the side. And step that left feet back to meet the right in tabletop pose. From this tabletop, just lower all the way down to your belly. We're going to just add some strength or strengthen our backs a little bit before we close. So inhale, lift your legs up from the mat, just hovering them away from the mat and keeping your forehead on the mat. You can lower down. You can bring your hands down to your sides, palms on the mat or on the floor. Forehead down to the mat. And your inhale, lift your head up. Feet staying planted in the mat. Lift your hands up from the mat. So hover your hands, lift your head and chest up away from the mat. It's a great pose to activate our backs and strengthen our backs and also prep us for locust pose. And you can lower your head down to the mat, forehead down to the mat. In your next inhale, lift your feet, lift your head, your chest, hover your hands away from the mat. So everything is coming off the mat except your pelvis and your belly coming into locust pose. Remember to keep breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. You can lower everything down to the mat. You can just turn around to lay on your backs. Extend your legs out in front of the mat, hands down by your sides. Inhale, bring your left leg into your chest. You can grab a hold of your left leg with both your right and your left hands. And just rotate your feet, your left feet. That's a movement here. Go the other way. You can bring your left hand out to the side and send your left knee across your right, coming into supine twist. Your right hand you can place your right hand on your left knee or thigh and help guide it down. You can roll back to your mat, bring your backs to your mat, grab a hold of your left knee. You can straighten that left knee up to the sky. You can point your toes, flex them in towards you. And switch legs. So extending your left leg on the mat and bringing your right knee in close to you, clasping or grabbing the hold of your right knee with both hands. You can rotate your feet from side to side. Bring your right hand out to a T on your mat and send your right legs across over to your left side, coming into a supine twist. You can use your left hand to guide your right knee even lower to the mat. You can bring your right knee back to your chest. Extend that leg up to the sky. You can point your toes, flex them in towards you. Point them to face forward, flex them in towards you. And extend that right leg out to your side. We're coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So bring your arms to your sides, eyes closed. Use this time to thank yourself for showing up today and for taking the time out to just rest and move in a gentle way. If you find your mind wandering in Shavasana, just bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your inhale and your exhale. Maybe recite a mantra or an intention in your mind. If you don't have one, I invite you to share mine. My mantra that I'll be using to stay focused in Shavasana is I am enough. I am enough. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you need to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling way more limber and way more rested and relaxed and soft in your body than you felt when you first started. I hope to practice again with you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video and being a part of my channel.